Hello, this is Nathan Mertz, and I will be kind of giving you a tour of my PLN that I've created for Curriculum and Instruction 7303 and the technology portion of that. For my PLN, I've chose to create a WordPress blog. I have some experience using WordPress already, and I figured that that would be a tool that I would be comfortable with using since I use it at my for my middle school classes already. So, like I said, this is my blog, and I just take you through some of the things that I've posted. Most of the things that I've posted so far are articles and videos and resources from our technology portion of 7303. The first thing that I posted was articles and documents on 21st century skills, and I also included the link for the P21 website. And I also included at the bottom my thoughts that I had on this topic that we discussed on our Blackboard discussion. The next post I made was I discussed my 21st century skills map that I got from the P21 website and the screencast of the that I made for my for that skills map, that the slideshow. And in the slideshow, it talks about specific things that my skills map wants the kids to learn and convey. And the biggest thing that my skills map had to deal with was critical thinking and problem solving. So I kind of break down what types of critical thinking and problem solving skills they will acquire through this 21st century skills map and the skills and the project that comes with the skills map. And I also discuss how I would modify that skills map to fit into my 7th grade Texas history class. The next post is basically just the rubric and that I would use to grade the project from that 21st century skills map that I just discussed. And I also included a sample student project so that you would know what type of end product I'd be looking for the students to create when we use that 21st century skills map and that skills map project in my class. Another thing that I included into my PLN was a post about PLNs and how important PLNs can be and how useful it can be to educators and how educators can use them to create a community of sharing and learning and sharing ideas and thoughts with each other, which is a very important thing. And I included a reading and a YouTube video by our professor, Miss Dr. Gronseth. The next post I created has to deal with how to create an effective presentation, slideshow type presentation. And I had the TED Talk. I linked the TED Talk video by Gar Reynolds, which I found very awesome. I mean, not just because it was a good for presentations, just because it was just interesting and entertaining to listen to. And I also included Gar Reynolds' website that gives the top 10 presentation tips for creating great slideshows and different types of presentations. The next post I made was another post that I got from our technology portion of 7303. Talks about assessing and growing creativity, how to assess 21st century skills, and how to grow creativity. And I linked to great documents that we read in the class. And I also included my thoughts that we used on our Blackboard discussion. The next post I posted was basically just some websites that can be used to create PLNs. And it doesn't have to be a blog, it can be many different things for a PLN. And these websites were very interesting to me, and I had to share them. The next post I created had to deal with community-based learning, which was a topic in the earlier part of 7303. And this part of the classes gave us such a great list of organizations that are in the Houston area that can be used to foster community and place-based education. And one of the things that I didn't even know existed, and I thought I had to share these links so that other teachers, other people that read this blog can be aware of these organizations that can be so useful to help learning in your classroom. And the final post I've made is about Diane Rividich, and I just finished reading her book, and she's kind of a voice on this current state of education and how this focus on testing and pushing for charter schools is really kind of undermining public education, and public education is such an important part to our society and our democratic system, and how we just can't eliminate. She talks about how you just can't do away with public education and how important it is to this country. And it's such a great read, and it's a great read that people should read, teachers, and just everybody should read. So I included her blog, which is also a WordPress blog, which I am now following. And you can click on this and follow her blog. And I've also included a link to her book that I read. She has another book out. I haven't read that one yet. This is the one that I read, and it's very good, and I recommend it highly. Highly recommend it. So that's pretty much a tour of my PLN. I will be posting other stuff as it comes in, so feel free to follow my blog and leave any comments that you'd like. Thank you.